Shaboy folks, what's happening? Welcome back to Wales in the Movies. Today I'm going to rant to you about the Welsh people, Dr. Dolittle, Robert Downey Jr. and Hollywood. So, as you may have seen a couple of months ago, towards the back end of February, I think it was, the movie Dr. Dolittle was released after quite a delay, starring Robert Downey Jr., Michael Sheen, and directed by a dude called Stephen Gagan, forget his name. Definitely a departure for this guy. In this movie, for some unknown reason, Robert Downey Jr. decides to take the character of Dr. Dolittle, who's a classic English literary character, and make him a Welshman. And the reactions to that, particularly within Wales, kind of pissed me off a little bit. Now, you expect these sort of reactions from the British, from the English press. I suspect that a couple of them had their backs up just a little bit because Bobby decided to make this previously English character Welsh. That's my suspicion. But, you know, The Guardian and Mark Kermode, for example, were quite disrespectful about Downey Jr.'s attempt at the accent, accusing it of being all over the place and a mixture of like Welsh and Yorkshire and all that sort of stuff. But it's the reactions of the people in Wales that have got my back up a little bit. If you watch this channel, if you know me at all, of course my obsession, my thing is the representation of Wales in cinema, particularly in Hollywood. Robert Downey Jr. is one of the biggest stars in the world at this moment. No one forced him, no one made him, no one told him to make this character Welsh. For some reason, the guy's developed a clear love and affinity for Wales. It started back, I think, in 2016 when the European Football Championships were going on, and he was posting selfie videos of himself with a droid goch in the background, wishing Wales the best of luck for our country in the football and stuff like that. And as you can see also from the media that was being released, he's clearly put some effort and some thought and some research into making Dr. Dolittle a Welshman.
Robert.
Tim Treloar, actor in his own right, great guy, was brought in as my Welsh coach.
Love it.
And so we thought that Humphrey the Humpback Whale should be Welsh.
Shut up, forceps, please.
Here you go.
That's a piece of celery.
Forceps?
Carrot, that is.
Forceps?
No, still celery. Never mind, I'll get it myself.
I would say it's the toughest one. And I'd like to salute you, because it ain't easy.
It's not easy.
It is not easy. Was there a particular Welshman in your mind? Because for me, it's always Anthony Hopkins.
And then Hopkins just said, yeah, right, Boyle. You know, and they were like into it. And I was like, he's not talking like that when and then he came back and it'd be very offbeat. That's the first time I ever heard it. And it's got such character. I take such delight in it. I did just well enough to not get fired by my Welsh coach.
That'll do.
Yeah. Right. So Michael Sheen, of course. And I would ask him, I literally have a half-hour video of him doing his father, even though he's Welsh, but he was just doing his dad. Right. Very well, yeah, or whatever. And then Matthew Rhys, who she's producing in Perry Mason. Wow. Super Welsh.
Super Welsh.
And we've never.
As for the accent, okay, it's not perfect, but trust me, I've seen more or less every rendition of a Welsh accent you can see in movies and TV, and Bobby Downey Jr. is by nowhere near the worst one. It's not even in the bottom 15. It's not perfect, but the guy's a North American. The Welsh accent is notoriously difficult. Now, I think we've got to be really careful here, folks. One of the biggest stars in Hollywood decides to make his character Welsh and even include scenes which directly reference our country in the movie. What do we want to do? Do we want to support and encourage this, or do we want to completely demotivate future stars from doing this in the future by basically ripping the piss out of them and abusing them for not getting a notoriously difficult accent just right? In the past, we've seen many Welsh legends, Welsh mythology, Welsh characters being changed into either generic British characters, English characters, Scottish characters, or Irish characters because the filmmakers can't be bothered to make the effort to represent Wales properly. That's what does my head in. Robert Downey Jr. putting the effort in to make his character Welsh does not annoy me one little bit. And also, the accent's fine. The movie is perfectly passable. I watched it with my two kids who are 7 and 5. They loved it. And their two mates loved it. There's also a scene where Dr. Dolittle gives a dragon an enema using a leak, saying,
Everybody knows what to do.
Just breathe. Works for me.
It's okay, just hold on to my wings, sweetie. Dab's here.
Oi, you are my apprentice. You keep her calm. Did you know the leek is the national emblem of Wales? Very useful it is too. You might feel a bit of pressure. I got her. Oh, good heavens!
I want you to check out this movie and tell us what you think. Tell me what you think about the Welsh accent in it. I think it's fine. I think we need to encourage more actors to make this choice, and that's what we should be doing in the future. So, Welsh movie fans, never mind the English, never mind what The Guardian has to say about it. Think about our reactions and think about how you can encourage more of this type of representation in movies. Diolch. Ta-ra.